Hello folks and welcome back to twitch.tv/gameswithnick, where we are continuing our playthrough of Trails in the Sky. Last time we, did some running around. We met the general that's in charge of the Bose region and the border with Erebonia. And, didn't really make much progress with our search for the missing airliner. Today, probably the same thing because we're gonna mostly work on some bracer business, but as soon as we're done with the various monster exterminating and the like, then we will move on to continue the main story by going to Revenue Village. So, let's see. Let's start with this one, escort request. He's in the Frieden Hotel, which is where we happen to be. This is the exit. Are you the guy? Pardon us, but are you Mr. Ort? Oh? You didn't mind trying to see my request on the bulletin board? Yep, that's right. Oh, you finally came, huh? I've been waiting around here forever. I need to get to Ruin ASAP, so I'm looking for an escort to take me to the Crown Pass. What'd you say? Do you think you can handle that? Yeah, sure. Boy, am I glad to hear that. You guys are like saviors or something. I heard the mountain trail has a lot of monsters, so I'm too scared to walk it alone. But what are you going to do after you reach the checkpoint? Oh, I've got the girl taking care of that too. I've got a bracer from the Ruin branch coming to meet me there. Ah, I see. So what should we do now? Is everyone ready to go? No, I think we should meet up somewhere else later. We need to prepare for the trek. Oh, that's fine by me. I'll be waiting at the west gates. Once you're ready to go, please come find me. Let's see. The west gate, huh? So you mean by the mayor's residence? Okay then. Let's get to work, shall we? Roger that. I feel like every time getting into the Sherazade accent takes me a second. I eventually get there, and I like my performance with it. It's just... weren't you waiting at the west gate? Were you literally by the gate? Oh, yeah, sorry, I missed you. All right to go? Yep, we're good to go. Great, I'm ready myself. All right, Dell, I'll leave the rest up to you. The Crown Pass is to the west of here. It's pretty far, so let's not get careless along the way. Understood. Let's get going, shall we?
That's that. Let's move out.
Cool. Boo. I can take care of these guys easily. Let's just do it.
Seems you came up short.
Not the birds though, fuck the birds. Time reviving bomb. The chest is empty. So very empty. Let's fuck with the birds too, I guess. These are good, you know, easy praise. But when there's 3 of those jerks, that's when I'm gonna start, popping some of my ass crafts.
That's that. Let's move out.
Cause this guy's like confuse you and shit. Alright. Let's keep going. Oh, I don't even need to. I'm strong enough that I can just smack him. I should remember I did blow up. That's annoying. Okay, just keep going. I'll just skip their turn. And then attack him with Shara so nobody gets hurt.
Oh, are we done already?
Alright. Yep. Still going this way. Oh, might as well use a hurricane. Nope. Standard attack. And standard attack.
Seems you came up.
In the eye of the hurricane. Oh boy, you're a big boy. Alright, it's one of the monsters we actually have to kill. You know what, let's leave him alone for now. Cause I wouldn't want to deal with him while there is an escort, but... Oh, and we gotta go through this whole trail too. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, what about you? You hate water. Flop you with two of them, just in case you're strong. Oh, you might be stronger. Yep, good call.
That's that. Let's move out.
Man, 1 XP for that? Jeez. Not worth it. Though the amount of Sepith drops might make it worth it. Wind. Wind is what we need. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Like, you got high resistance. Oh.
That's that. Let's move out.
Easy enough. What kind of thing do they drop? These guys drop the earth and the yellow. No, honestly, the Sepith don't really make it worth it. To fire. Really need fire ones. They're the ones that are sort of stopping us from opening more stuff, so... Let's just keep going. Chest. This chest has been cleaned out! Villainous! Yep. Huh? What was that? I could have sworn something moved. Is this an ambush? Well, what are we going to do? Calm down. We've got you covered. There are monsters to the front and the rear? Alright, then it's time to charge through the front! Right, good call, Stell. It could be dangerous if we get split up. Right. I'll take care of the monsters in the front. Okay. I think you mean we're all taking care of the monsters in the front? I think these are just normal dudes. I mean, thank you for all, lining up like that. I guess you will just attack. Might as well attack this guy. We're gonna Hurricane. We're gonna hit these two. Let me finish this guy off. Alright, there's only a few of them left. Don't get careless. I mean, I wouldn't call these a few of them, per se, but... Let me heal Shara. Okay, we're good.
All right, we're good to go.
Phew! Somehow, we managed to get them all. Oh man! You guys really seem to hide! Hey, I told you everything was going to be alright, didn't I? I can't believe that we came out of this in one non-bloody piece. I could say Blizzard or something else. It was amazing how he took care of those monsters just like that. Eh, when it comes to my skill with a staff, it's all over for these monsters. How about I give you a free performance while we're at it? Alright, Estelle. Unfortunately, we'll have to pass, but how about another day? Let's get out of here quickly. We could be attacked by monsters again if it's taking much longer. Yes, I've been very well leading. Let's go, go, go! I will not be a monster snack. I will not be a monster snack. I will not be a monster snack. Go on, Estelle. We're moving out. Fine. The checkpoint is just up ahead, so let's be extra careful until we arrive there. Oh, okay. Did I accidentally run into this guy? Eh, maybe. Alright. Wind.
That's that. It's move out.
Oh, you know what? Shara has that thing equipped that turns everything into Earth. Let's swap to the Prevent Seal. Monsters appeared! What are these dudes weak to? Weak to fire for the most part. Oh, come on. They're not in a line? And we're gonna impede this guy. Two. Oh. This might have been a bad call. I'm gonna keep doing this to everybody. Then I'm gonna impede this jerk. Alright. I can start fire-bolting people and taking them down. No, you're not using arts. Oh, shit. The anti-sept runs out. Okay, that's okay. I think we have it under control. And of course, as I say that... Okay, this should do it. Skull Pendant, an HP 2 per 1, and a Pearl Earring. What'd you expect to find in here? Alright, let's, I think a wholesome pasta, heal everybody. In fact, let's make another one. Whew. Whoa, looks like Fall made it. Yeah, that was a pretty rough climb, huh? Well, we can breathe easy now. I think your squad from Rouen should be here any time now. And speak of the devil, look who's here. Good work, everyone! I'm Junior Brace from Melbourne, registered with the Rouen branch. Good work yourself. This is your client, Mr. Hart. Please make sure he gets to Rouen safely. Will do. Just follow me, sir. I'll get you where you need to go. I'm your man. My hideous. Just how much coffee have you had, young man? But whatever, I'm counting on you to get me where I need to go. Alright, thanks for getting me up here, everyone. Have a good one. Good luck with your work. Right. I'm already late as it is, but I'll see what I can do. Okay, have a good day, fellow bracers. That guy was really over the top energy-wise. He said he was a junior bracer, right? Which means a trainee just like us working out of a branch. Yep. You're not the only ones. All junior bracers do that. They're working hard to become senior bracers. Oh man, it looks like I'm going to have to work harder. That's right. It wouldn't be right of us to just rely on Cher all the time. Oh, it looks like that bracer stimulated your motivation a bit, didn't he? Let's see now. How about we get back and report to the guild? So, before we do... we're gonna take care of the other monster along the Bose Highway. Oh. That's fine.
That's that. Let's move out.
Oh, yeah. Yep. We opened the chest already. There's no chest up here. Cool. Yeah. Let's hit this guy. Actually, I need to move you away.
That's that. Let's move out.
Is there... It's tricky because we can't move the camera in that region for whatever reason. Alright. Oh, it's just one guy? Oh, it's gonna be easy. Of course he wants Earth, and I don't believe anybody has Earth equipped. So, cool. We guys craft him to death. Boy! Oh, hey, perfect.
We're good to go.
Bit of a rough spot there, but we came out.
That's that. Let's move out.
Alright. That's another monster exterminated. Now let's go back to the guild. Trying to avoid other monsters. They don't really do much for our XP. Or the Sepith.
That's that. Let's move out.
Alright.
Oh, are we done already? Seems you came up
I'm trying to get our CPs up ahead of having to fight one more monster. Okay, first stop, taking a nap. Second stop, the guild. Right. Okay, so what's left? Bearclaw Survey. Okay. Nebel Valley Monster. And Nuancil Path Monster. Um... I am, Well, let's get to the Nibel Valley first. Because the monster that's on the New Ansel path is a bit on the annoying side of things. Actually, how much money do we have? Yeah, let's go take care of that Nibel Valley monster.
Alright, we're good to go.
Oh, are we done al-
Yeah, okay, we need to go to Nibel Valley for the Bear Claw too. That's what I thought. It was just the walkthrough I'm following to make sure I don't miss on any bracer points was missing the location of the thing, which is the Nibel Valley.
Alright, we're good to go.
Oh, are we done already?
Yeah, we should kill any of these snakes that we see because they do give us the Fire Steppeth. How about these guys?
We're good to go.
No. But you know, the best way to stay ahead of the curve is to make sure you do engage with the monsters that are around you. Alright. This is technically... Ooh. What happened there?
Oh, are we done already?
This might be a Lost Woods situation of sorts.
Piece of cake.
Oh. Oh, hello. It's here. You've done rather well to make it to this place. There's not much I can offer you, but make yourselves comfortable. Cool. Just a dude living his best life, I guess. Alright, so if we ever actually need to come to this dude, we know how to get there.
That's that. Let's move out.
And they do give you decent XP too, so... These guys are worth attacking. I can probably use a craft here to hit all three. Or at least try to hit all three. Good lord, why do you keep missing him?
Alright, we're good to go.
Yeah, that's good XP. Let's focus on this guy, maybe. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, Maybe it still has a prevent seal kind of thing. Oh, you look creepy. Can you turn the other way? No. I think it said fire, right? Yeah. Just burn this fucker down. Oh, hey, is this a bear claw? Nice. This is a bear claw, right? That reminds me, wasn't somebody looking for one of these? That's what it said on the bulletin board, remember? Check your brace notebook about it later. Oh, right, I'll do that. Ooh. Yeah, too far apart. Okay, and we got some level ups too. Oh man, that level up makes us do a lot better damage against these guys. Keep going around, keep going around. You know, to be fair, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just trying to find the monster that we're supposed to exterminate.
That's that. Let's move out.
Okay, nothing on this side. A chest with Strega R. You've taken everything from me. Everything! Oh, and we did get some work boots. Anything else I can equip? But I think I've been pretty careful about stuff. Alright, well, the monster's not here. Unless it's one map that doesn't reload, so once you clear the monsters, they stay fucking clear. Like, I could go to the dude's house to rest, but then monsters would respawn. Oh, you jackass.
We're good to go.
Oh man, oh, that's not good. No, okay, it's just one guy. That's fine. Oh, let's eat some food. Let's go. French fries increase your movement. I'm gonna stick making these. We'll go the other way. Oh, yeah. No? This is not even the monster? Let me pop you an anti-sept, just in case. I don't know if you're a magic user or not. No, this is just a regular monster. Oh. Let's finish this guy off. Oh. Okay, thank God she resisted because of the accessory. Oh, it's frozen. Birds are weird. They do a lot of weird things. Yeah, it's fine. It's 2 hits per. Why do they freeze people? Weirdos.
Oh, are we done already?
I'm gonna skip you, Giant Foot. No offense. Let you live. No, we're good. It's just some people are hurting.
Done already?
Use a little latte on people. Honestly, again. And we're gonna call it here. Oh, there's the monster. I see him. Don't mind me, Giant Foot. Alright, let's make a save. Exterminate! Alright, this is annoying, but it's fine. We'll take care of him. Alright, we don't need the rest. That's fine. We can save Joshua's.
We're good to go.
Easy enough. Sure, I took some damage, but we did good. No, let's use Laterre. Then another piece of that on her. Ooh, another Bear Claw. And we found Katars. I feel so empty. Alright, and with this, I think we have straight up fully explored the Naval Valley for now. We'll have to be back here for some story reasons, I'm sure, but we can equip the Katars. No. Probably him, right? Yeah! Extra 10 damage, or an extra 10 strength. Nice. Oh, come on. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna run. We're gonna run. I am done with this place. think for the... So the only thing left at this point is just the Nuancel Path monster. And we're gonna give it a shot, but I'm a little afraid. Because we saw what it was before we ran. It's just a bunch of those, like, turtle monsters.
That's that. Let's move out.
Which means that there's just a lot of, the action economy is really against us. And they're gonna be spamming a lot of arts. So we could wait until the fourth party member joins again and have a better shot at it. But maybe we'll give it one shot. Jesus, Bose is really far from the Nimble Valley. Finally. Alright. Report. Go spend 60 Mira to take a nap. Let's go to the Orbman factory. Alright. I feel bad leaving Charizard a little high and dry, but it's imperative for me to open the Estelle and Joshua courts because we'll keep them forever. Whereas Shara is gonna leave the party at the end of the chapter, so. Okay, what can I equip that gives me something good? Put the evade back. Wait. Oh, you have to choose between blind or petrify, I see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put evade. Oh, and that has to be a time slot. Alright. The yellows aren't really doing much for me. I think I'm gonna put Petrify on instead. Let's see what Chaos Brand is, but for now let's switch move one with Petrify. It confuses. Yeah. No, thank you. I do think I got Stone Impact, right? Yeah, okay. We have a couple of I mean, what we really need if for the enemies we're gonna face would be an area Firebolt. We need 3 red, 1 green, 1 yellow. The issue is that I just don't think I can do the 3 reds. Because attack is the only quartz that they have, and already have it, so I just physically can't do the 3 reds. Okay. Alright, let's make another save here. Let me actually go and at the equipment too. We can buy an extra pair of work boots for Shara. Alright. No, I actually do want to avoid people right now to get to the monsters fully ready. So we're gonna. So I'm navigating using the mini map at the top right, really. All right, exterminate. There, this works or it completely fails. So we'll see. I'm gonna pop some anti-septic people. Yeah, it does jack shit, okay. Nothing, we just, we gotta firebolt them. I might as well just attack this guy to finish him off. Hey, this was actually pretty easy at the end of the day. I don't know if I just got lucky and they chose not to cast stuff, but... Alright. And with that, we've finished up all the quests that were available. Go back to the guild. Put everything in. Oh, shoot. Oh boy. Okay, that's okay. We just defeated a monster. I don't wanna have to accidentally reload.
Let's move out.
Right, let's report the last one. Alright. Oop. We actually don't even need to rest. Let's just go to the revenue trail. Alright.
All right, we're good to go. All right, we're good to go.
Stupid bird. And going north. Huh? Oh, okay, this is gonna be another main character. So let me think about it for a second how I want to... I mean, I know what kind of voice I want to give him. I just have to make sure that it's sustainable for my own throat. Oh. Charizard, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak. Right back at ya. I thought you were in the Royal City, but are you here to look into the airliner incident? No, I'm here on some Chump errands. But speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you. Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you heard Cassius might have been taken hostage, right? Cassius Gray, taken hostage? Ha ha ha. Don't make me laugh. That old man's not going to get beaten by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anybody saying that is severely mistaken. I'd like to believe that too, but... I wonder what this guy is. I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer. By the way, who are those brats you got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me. Well, then I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids. Yeah, that's a surprise, alright. So these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it. But why are you looking at us like that? This boy with black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius's daughter? You wanna try saying that again with my staff in your teeth? She's the bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. I'm just his adopted son. Is that a fact? Oh, well, doesn't really matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Well, take it easy, Charizard. Be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yeah. But make sure you're not too rushed and commit trouble yourself, either. I'll keep those words in mind. Oh, right, Charizard. Was it you who took care of that monster near the mine? Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't just me. It was us. Huh. I don't think any number of trainees would have made much difference. But anyway, good luck in your search for the Sky Bandits. Later. What's with that guy? He really pisses me off. I see. So that was Heavy Blade of Gate, huh? Heavy Blade of Gate? Oh, what a stupid name. Agate Krosner, senior bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with a specific branch. This massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever, I don't care how tough he is, he's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway? He seems to think highly of Dad's ability, but even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in this past I can't get into. And those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father. Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's reach Revenue Village. Agate will be one of the main park members, I think for the next chapter, probably. Partly for the next chapter.
Alright, we're good to go.
It's like, if it's a bracer, and they have a legitimate portrait, then, you know, it's a pretty good guess that they will join your party at some point. Oh, I did petrify this guy. Nice. Alright, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So what do you suggest? Should we just go talk to all the villagers? People would be suspicious of us if we did all that all of a sudden. I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. Yo, what's up, Emil? What you get to sell? Let's buy some milk. Let's buy some eggs. Buy some sharp cheese. I don't have anything for these yet. I'm actually selling some of my stuff. Wait. Oh, I bet it's the old weapon of dude. Let's keep it for now. I'm not sure if it's better or worse than what he currently has. We can sell all these. And we can sell these for sure. Everything else we're gonna keep for now. Cool. Do we stop to eat a local specialty? Yeah, let's rest. Give her business around Liberal. And here's the bar. Ooh, yes please. Something to cure petrify. I'm not sure how you're feeding somebody juice when they're petrified, but I'll buy them and I'll learn the recipes. It's locked. This is the village elder? Yeah. Oh god, I forgot the voice I gave this guy. Probably just my standard old man voice. I see you're all together. What brings you all up here today? Are you here for a visit? No, not exactly. We're actually here on business. Although, if it's possible, I'd really like a glass of your fruit wine. Oh, things in the world never go like you expect, do they? By the way, I never got a chance to ask you until now, but you don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, do you? Well, we're all members of the same guild, but we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, and that's probably about it. I see. So he's traveling by himself as usual, huh? The village elder closed his eyes for a moment as the look of sadness passed over his aged features. What's wrong, sir? It's nothing, really. Please pardon my expression. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me another dangerous monster showed up in the area. No, actually we're in the middle of an investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we heard that there was a report of some kind of sighting. Oh, I see. The Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed. Really, is that so? Well, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky? It was one of the children here, a boy named Louis. He apparently saw some suspicious shadow making its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid any way you think about it, so he may have just imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep. Imagined it, huh? I guess the best thing we can do then is to ask him directly. You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir. Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. Right, okay, so we're looking for a kid. Name, Louis. I've been growing fruit here ever since the village was alive in its mining industry. When it comes to growing delicious fruit, I have no equal in this village. Hello, Mr. Synergy, good to see you. Kids. Where do we find kids around here? Oh, kids. Louis hasn't come over recently. I wonder if something happened. Huh? Are you guys visitors? If you're looking for the village elder's house, it's just up that hill in the back of the village. Guys, this is the area of the orchard. And we get in the top right. Oh, this is a graveyard. Egyptian calendar 1192. Here rest the souls of 6 righteous people who lost their lives in the flames of war. Leaf, Abel, Nicole, Willem, Irina, and Misha. May you all find rest with the goddess. Fresh flowers. I'm sorry, do you know where Louis is? Well, he should be here somewhere in the village. The village is rather small, so I'm sure you'll be able to find him without any trouble. And no, not really, dude, but okay, I'll keep looking. Yeah, actually, Mystery Synergy, I played through the whole trilogy. I don't remember if it was the COVID summer or the summer beforehand, but it feels like it was the COVID summer. I played through the full trilogy of the Sky, as well as the two, oh god, what's the next arc called? The Zero and Azure ones. The name escapes me at the moment, but I bought the Japanese versions of those and put the fan patches to be able to play them before Cold Steel, so... Oh, there you are. Huh? I haven't seen you guys around here before. Are you merchants here to buy fruit? Actually, no, we're here for a different reason. As a matter of fact, we're bracers. Bracers? You mean like agate? I don't know, you don't look all that strong to me. Especially because you're a girl. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? After seeing my great skill with a staff, do you think you can still call me weak? Ah, that's amazing! It's like a tornado! Hehe. I hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Now, how about an amazing demonstration with my staff? Estelle, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louis by chance? Yeah. But how do you know my name? We heard from the village elder. He said you saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you could tell us a little bit more about what you saw that night? Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything. That's fine, we're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us what you saw? In as much detail as I can remember. Okay, I'll try. You see, I like watching the stars at night. So I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. And the other night, I was out here looking up at the stars. I saw 2 shadows moving across the sky. Now, hold on a minute here. You say you saw 2 shadows? Yeah, that's right. And they were different sizes too, kind of like a mom leading a kid. 2 shadows, 2 sizes. That's consistent with an airliner and a skybound airship, if you think about it. Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. And the 2 shadows just kept on flying north, until I couldn't see them anymore. So, north is... There's a trail that continues behind the village, and it leads to an old septium mine which was abandoned some time ago. Soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said it must have been just dreaming. And then they laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. The little boy's eyes started to well up with tears. Oh, enough of that. You're a boy, right? And boys don't cry. Estelle, that's sexist. Boys can cry if they're emotional. That's fine. We're not like the stupid soldiers. We don't think you're telling a lie either, and we're going to prove it. Really? Darn straight. You just leave it to us. So no more crying, okay? Okay. You're a real nice person. As usual, she's got a knack with the kids. Yeah, maybe it's a virtue. Why are you looking at me like that? It's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. Looks like we've got stuff to do. Right. Let's hurry and get onto the trail behind the village and see what we can find. Yeah, so, Mr. Synergy, you definitely want to play both of the Zero games. God, what's that arc called? I don't know why the name of the city escapes me, but you want to play both of those and all of the Cold Steel game before you play Reverie, because Reverie kind of ties together that giant 6-game arc. Crossbell, thank you, yes. the Crossbell arc and the Erebony arc, like the rivalries tying all of those together. So you definitely want to play all of those. But the thing is, take your time, you know. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense because that's when they were released here in the US, right? You got all the Cold Steel games before the Crossbell arc. Yeah, I've never actually played through Cold Steel 3 or 4. I finished the previous games of the series, though. And I kind of want to get back to those, it's just... There's such a time investment, you know?
Alright, we're good to go.
Guess we should just go to the abandoned... Well, let's keep roaming to see if we find chests.
That's that. Let's move out.
Also, the other thing is that these games are lovely, and I love their story, but they're all really the same combat-wise. That you know, again, in the COVID summer, I played through the whole Liberal and Crossbell arcs, and then I was like, I need a break. I can't go into Cold Steel from here. It's too much. And then later on, I played the first 2 Cold Steel games in a row, because, man, you know, you finish Cold Steel 1 and you're like, well, I gotta play Cold Steel 2 now. That's not a choice. Ooh, chest. I am error.
Alright, we're good to go.
Okay.
That's that. Let's move out.
Alright, we reached the abandoned mine. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. This looks like the entrance to the abandoned mine. It kind of reminds me of the Monka mine, except for the fact that it's all deserted. It seems that this place was abandoned quite some time ago. Padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like the gate has been opened recently. Which means there's some possibility that the Sky Dance entered through here. I wonder if that's why the Army never investigated the place. You're probably not going to find any clues searching around in an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estelle? Maybe it's just me, but do you feel any air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Joshua had the tip of his index finger where his tongue and held it out. You're right, Estelle. It's rather subtle, but there is air flowing out of here. Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know, Dad? I wonder if you get that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it. But forget about that. Aren't you more interested in what's inside this old mine? There's certainly a possibility it connects you somewhere. It's probably worth checking out. Well, in that case, let's bust the slock off. Hey! Don't you even think about doing that. For now, we'd better head back to the village and talk with the Elder. You might have the key. You're no fun, Shara. Alright. Trekking all the way back. Yeah, remember, I didn't explore the rest of this map further when we defeated the monster, because I was like, we're gonna be back, so... Okay.
That's that. Let's move out.
Oh. Oops. Yeah, I agree. I would love for a... I want to, you know, maybe I want more than a port. Maybe I would like a slightly remastered version. I know that there's a fan voice patch, but I would like, you know, the games to be fully voiced, like the more recent ones. Actually, I've not touched the remakes of Zero and Azure, or, you know, the version of Zero and Azure that were just published on Steam. I should check those out at some point. Okay, Elder. Oh. I'm looking for my husband. Since it's the time of day, I'm sure he's up at the graveside on the hill. Ooh. This is where you are, Elder Ryzen.
Oh, it's you young bracers, is it?
Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it?
It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bulls region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. And this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities.
That's terrible.
Oh, there is no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning the monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right?
Oh, right. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. But before that, would you mind if you pay our respects as well? I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer.
Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure Alda's looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. So you say there might be some clues in that old mine, huh? I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside.
After I heard Louis' story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out just in case, so would you mind lending us the key to the entrance?
The key for that padlock, huh? Well, give me a minute here. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Oh, right, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside.
Oh, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Ryzen. This will really help a lot.
I won't mention it. We're always in debt to the Bracer Guild for their help. It's only natural we would try and return the favor.
Thank you. If everyone we dealt with were as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. We'll be sure to let you know if you find anything.
I would appreciate that.
Right, back to the mine. Ah, sure, let's fight this guy, why not?
Oh, are we done already?
Nope, this way. Alright, let's use the key we borrowed from the village elder. Phew, that was one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about Sky Bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert. Really nothing noteworthy in the mine, apparently. Okay. Alright, east or west? That's the first question.
Oh, are we done already?
Can I turn this on? No, okay. I should not touch the direction of the camera because it will help me remember where I've been so far. When are you gonna learn something useful, Joshua? Come on. Aw, man. Yeah, well. I'll just attack him and kill him that way.
Alright, we're good to go. That's that. Let's move out.
Let's use some arts to speed this up a little bit, I guess.
Seems you came up
Okay, there's a broken bridge. And this leads... Nope. Okay, this leads around. This is back to the entrance, okay. Yeah, it's just one guy, it's fine.
Seems you
But if we go this way... Man, there's really nothing, huh? Okay. Then this way it is. Also, like, one type of monster? Is that the best you can do?
we're good to go.
Oh, I have to put it on top of someone, huh? Okay. Well, let's just start artsing our way through stuff. We should be able to...
Alright, we're good to go.
Okay. Nothing here. Temporary Earth Shield. Okay, okay. And one more Firebolt.
That's that. Let's move out.
Man, it's red in here. Huh? Isn't that the... Hard to tell. Looks like we've hit the jackpot. Well, there it is. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. And hurry it up, will you? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Roger that, Carl. Got it, Carl. Understood, Carl. Okay, Carl. You're the boss, Carl. What's an airliner doing in a place like this? I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all. This looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size. Yeah, who'd have thought to look here? Look at that, aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. We've got to figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again. This is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Ah well, once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Hold it right there! Find that! The scorching flame of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived! Huh? The League of... what? You bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that? What's what you do? I don't know, look like a big fool saying that stuff all alone. You! The ones who Josette had a run-in with back in Roland. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. It can be right? We're not supposed to be here this early? What the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you're hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly. Now hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us? You see anyone else, bandit boy? So you're not involved with the others then, huh? Then that simplifies things. Let's get it, boys! How much damage am I doing to these guys normally? Alright. Yeah, this shit's gonna be a piece of cake. How about we throw a giant stone on top of your faces? Blam. Easy enough. 6 XP, that's not a lot. Ow! You guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Josette got beat by you three. Sweet talk will get you anywhere, buddy. Set to surrender and let the passengers go. You really don't know anything, do you? What was that call yourselves? League of Exceptionally Dim or something? You're making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead. Look out! Ah, smoke bomb. You've gotta be kidding me. Another smoke screen? It's too bad about the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers! Ow, ow, ow! Something got in my eyes. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it was typical smoke canister. Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now that I've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Shara. Good acting it was all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away too. We've got time to kick ourselves over this, then there's got to be some other constructive things we can do. Well, well, you sound like you should be the senior bracer. Well, at least we'll be able to take back the airliner, so how about we have a look? Passengers may be inside. Right! Boy, this is a giant hole in the mine. Oh. Wow, it's pretty barren here. There's not a piece of cargo left. Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. Here's the lift car. It looks like the same type as those at the landing port. Sky Bandits probably used this to move the cargo. Ooh. I wonder what this is. It's the orbital engine control panel. Looks like the flow of orbital energy has completely stopped. Looks like this is captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would like to sit here. Don't even think about it. Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. bright in here. There's not enough light shining into this place. This four-podded plane doesn't look like it's gonna make it. Bunch of plane murderers. Probably hasn't been watered for days. We cannot turn the camera past this way, so I guess it's not... oh, further up. Well, okay, we found the airship, but it doesn't look like there's anything left, huh? Alright, well, I guess we're gonna head out or something? Yeah. Checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high possibility the passenger were transferred to the Sky Bandits airship, and then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped. Which means the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in our orbit rapidly recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, that seemed a little odd that they didn't. So why the hell had the airliner here then? What I could think of is that they did it in order to ditch Delinda because their hideout is somewhere weird. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly right. From my guess, I would imagine their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place. Maybe 10 to 15 origin size. In short, a peculiar place in which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandits airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? It seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandits hideout. Yes, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's the possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot. Then what can we do? Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help? Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Librin. We should be able to contact the Hawking Gate if we use the orbital telephone. Alright. Alright, going down. And down again. And out. Oh! Huh? What the heck? Great. Now this was something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad since they've saved us the trouble of having to contact them.
We found a suspicious armed group! Put your hands in the air, all of you! What is this we're coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? The girl does look shifty.
Hey now, that's just rude. And who are we calling Sky Bandits? Can you see the shiny emblem on my chest?
The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you didn't think for a moment something like that raised your innocence.
General Morgan? Why are you here?
After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits?
Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of you, man.
That's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? And the hostages inside the airliner?
We almost had the Sky Bandits, but he managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here.
Looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we're coming.
Wait a minute here. How about you cut it with a crap?
My thoughts exactly. Alright, men, take them into custody.
General will be questioning you himself tomorrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 to 3 days. But for the time being, the cell will give you a place to cool your heels. This is not even funny. Passing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say. If we managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Huh? Why not? You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the Old Mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early," if I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he means the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that that's what he meant. Which means that Sky Bandits have a mole in the army. Or a collaborator who is leaking information. That's what he wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught? Which means we're the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. But we're stuck in here. I wonder if your father would get around this little setback.
My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix?
Huh? Did you say something, Joshua? No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. Almost sounds familiar.
Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice should be recognizable to anyone.
Could this unfounded self-confidence and tone of abstract narcissism belong to? It's you, isn't it, Olivier?
You do remember my dulcet chords? You think that we'd meet again in a place like this? It seems that we are bound by destiny.
Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. And now you're locked up in a place like this? What the heck did you do?
Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak.
I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talk our ears off. But acquaintance still was just thinking the same thing. So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time we were done, and I'm not ready for wrinkles yet.
Oh, come on now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in all the details of the tragic incident which befell me.
Didn't you listen to me? We don't want to hear about it.
It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping at the Bose Market and then moved on to the Aunt Rose restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. So I was asked to stay and work as a professional pianist for the restaurant.
That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist.
Huh! A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira.
I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Oliver. Yet, I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail.
Oh, well, this is where the real sub-story begins. That night, I'd been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck I'd had the chef prepare. But the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough.
The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious in spite of knowing better.
Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183.
Grand Chardonnay? From the year 1183? That's a legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City.
Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself.
Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 Mira. 500,000 Mira? For just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier?
Oh, such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle.
I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded.
The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such an excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. But before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And, well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize in my dilemma.
Yeah.
Pardon? But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a bzzz and even an assuredly misheard idiot coming from yourself. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening?
Hey, you three, get up!
Oh, no. I'm tired. What's wrong?
Are you trying to tell us we're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early even for me.
No, it's just the opposite. You're being released.
Huh? Why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I like to consider myself that reason. Mayor Maybell? Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you, but don't worry, your names have been cleared.
I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybell herself. You'd better remember to thank her.
So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation?
Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright?
Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua.
I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena.
You knew my mother?
Yes, I enjoy your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby.
Now, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew he was in the military before, but...
I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist.
Strategist? Dad?
I just can't imagine why he signed the Bracer Guild. It makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me.
What's wrong with him? Seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army. From the vexation of being left with one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is, our lives are such a pain because of Dad? That dirty, rotten scoundrel? How about return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it, what could it be? Oh, how callous people can be at times. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable. How pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away, friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who checked the bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? Oh, indeed, that is I. Yes, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For, you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. You're quite an interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the General for your release. Really? Really? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that may be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to be at least a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. I can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Please don't lay the compliments on so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single mira. Should I play the piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that? I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin. But just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. Seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work? Could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a second. What did we do to deserve this? Your general awareness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work? Or our sanity? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic, but of course it'd be distressing if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me really worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have a feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Of course I don't mind. I'll never let you down, so please be reassured. Well, my expectation of you are pretty much a rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. Hey, I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Beau's Sad Block. The weapon shop and Orwell factory were targeted, and a number of private residences. What? So, was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's a no-one at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we'd better do an investigation of our own, then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the Guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again. But I guess that when that happens, it happens. whether to get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, then they'll just link it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? Alright, can I equip you? Okay, you already have a needler equipped. That doesn't help. And you have better boots than I have. I will prevent you from freezing and from being sealed, I guess. Okay, first stop, the guild. Cash in. Who is it payment for Mayor Maybell for investigative efforts so far? 6,000, nice. Keep up the good work and be careful out there. And we got a new quest, Stolen Ring. Oh, right, we need to finish this one. Give it to someone called Lana in Bose's South Block. I'm going to be down here in a minute, so would you kids butt out? People living here except she had a precious memento taken by these crooks. Oops, me and my big mouth. Let's pretend I didn't just tell you that. What I meant to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after we get done here? Okay. Okay, who wanted the bear claws? Bear claws. Fortunately, this house was untouched by the burglaries. But it's at times like this that it makes you feel uneasy when there's not a man at home. I'm just glad Miranda brought Simon over to watch the house. I was shocked when I heard about the South Block being hit by burglars. Miranda's mother was here alone, you see. And if we've got burglars running amok in the city? I swear, what's happening to Bose? I'm just glad they left this house alone, though I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework on the city. Okay, no, they're investigating it here still. What about over here? Okay. Yes, the quest for the bear claws will have to wait until everybody's done. Yeah. Yeah. So let's go to the Ornament Factory first. It looks like the store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. Oh, I should equip him some quartz. Yeah, I don't have enough to do other stuff. They don't have any new quartz anyway. Oh! Yay! This one turned out really cute! Now, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know that? Hmm? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, it's son Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your infant that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday. But it was after you all had been hauled off. We could have really had a great shot of your arrest had we been there. Really guessing that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought that this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. Sure looks that way to me. Seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see. That does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? You know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen living through the West Gate.
Well, it's awfully strange. The nearest residents in Bose Market are right through the West Gate. But it seems that attacking those two places would be far more lucrative.
When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway?
I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right?
Alright, you're the guy who drank wine without paying at a classy restaurant. Takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Oh, you're making me blush. I'm ready for an interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask.
Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even gonna ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. The newest model on camera on display here was stolen. You think the Sky Bandits have an interest in photography? Thanks to your shenanigans, the visuals of the next issue are going to be filled with some real gripping headlines. Let me know if you can get any other scoops. Okay.
Hey, you there!
What, is something wrong?
Thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you're representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are still all civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation.
Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more than a threat.
I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we're cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail.
Forget about it, Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen.
Huh. For an awesome alliance kin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say?
Ask what's going on here? Oh.
Colonel.
For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens. That is an outright embarrassment to us all.
But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Brazier Guild.
Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies?
But as far as the general is concerned...
Ah, yes. That side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out.
But sir...
Your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address?
No, sir.
Alright, men! Pack it up! We're returning to the Haken Gate. It looks like that's it. Seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture. But we made some slight inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with this recent series of events. Thank you. We'll do what we can. Seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Here now. It's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Nal was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's Intelligence Division. Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. It seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys! Oh. Who was it you were just talking with in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. You're trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That's Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy I mentioned earlier. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be. Nope. He said so himself, so I'm very confident he is who he says he is. To think that the legend himself would show up here. Can't wait around here like this any longer, Dorothy. We'll see if we can catch up to him. Aye, aye, sir. Although I'm really not sure we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Haha. Anyone else in the army will brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious, and I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. Yeah, I'll be the first to admit that he's quite a specimen of a man, but... What? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea. Alright, I'm getting a little beat at this point. Let's take care of a couple things so we don't forget. First of all, checking if anything can improve Olivier's stuff, but no. Cool. Then I just need to find a person. Oh dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came to ask questions not that long ago? Alright, we did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right? Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you? Yeah, this is as good time as any. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the horrible factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right then and there. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. I see. So it was the Sky Bandits, huh? What you're saying then is that this hasn't incurred a loss of any kind? Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If only it was that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. Cecile raised her hand in casting motion. Huh? Oh, I get it! You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right. He loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake to the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. Yeah? So what you're saying is, he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. And then when the good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's going to get what for, let me tell you. Oh, hi honey, I'm home. Oh, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? You senile old man! My goodness, woman, what kind of fire tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests? If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this. Huh? What do you mean at a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Joshua gave Mr. Kuwan a brief explanation regarding the burglaries which transpired the previous night. Burglaries by Sky Bandits? Oh, you don't say that. That is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Oh, guess I got to experience the Cecile effect firsthand. What did you just say? Let's all come down now, shall we? But to think that these Sky Bandits came into the night like they did and then just disappeared like that.
I wonder if it has anything to do with that thing he was talking about the other day. Huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, right, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down at the lakeshore to the south of here. If I remember right, it said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night.
Strange bunch? Now that sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you've heard?
Sure, I don't mind, but I'm just going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he was just happened to see them by chance, as he was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out onto the road. However, when he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before.
Yeah, that is rather odd. So was there any type of burglary at the inn?
No, nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It's quiet there, the meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot.
Though there weren't any definitive clues related to this incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits.
I concur. I especially like the one that described all the delicious food at the inn.
That's not what we're talking about here. Although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. Actually, I think that's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of sky bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it. In light of the series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army or the sky bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see. So what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one.
Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the Pearl of Liberal.
Okay, please come home, husband. This is just those people. No. I'm just looking for the guy. No. Where's the guy who wanted the bear claws? His name's Spence. Spence Pharmacy? Oh, Spence Pharmacy within the Boast Market. I'm an idiot. I should read. Pharmacy. Yeah.
I'll help you find something. The medicine works wonders.
We came here after seeing something posted on the bulletin board of the Bracer Guild. Did you by any chance be Spence?
Oh, you're bracers, are you? I've been waiting for you to come.
Guess we can dispense all the formalities then. I understand you're trying to find places where the bear claw grows, correct?
Yes, the bear claw is a medicinal herb that is difficult to find in these parts. Up until now, I had been having them shipped from Roland, but just recently I was asked by Father Holstein to prepare a new medicine. So it seems like I'm going to be using more of these than before.
Hehe. Well, then you're in luck. You can find the bear claw in the Bose region too.
Really?
We found some growing in the Naval Valley. There weren't many of them, but there should be enough to use for your medicine.
This is wonderful news! It has been said that the bear claw grows well in humid places. Now that I think about it, the Naval Valley is the perfect place for them to grow. I appreciate you helping me out on this. Now I can put my full effort into preparing this new medicine.
Great! Good luck with your work and have a wonderful day. We'll be going then. Alright. We should buy a few of these since we can afford them. And a few more of these since we can afford them. And a few of these since we can afford them. And one last thing for today is... Oh, wait, actually, do we have the Liberal News issue 3? No, we don't. And I've protected this guy. I can't wait to buy the next chapter of the novel series I've been reading, but it's still not in yet. Once I've read a book, I almost never read it again. Anyway, I'm done with this one, so you can have it. Lydia, who owns the shop, recruited me to work here not that long ago. I wonder if she heard me because I was always putting in my thoughts about her merchandise. Okay, so as a last thing for today, we're gonna read the newspaper in Cornelia. Breaking story, the Lent saga continues. Ransom request received. A Royal Army representative reports that the Granson Liberal Orbital Ship Corporation and the Liberal Royal family alike have received letters claiming responsibility for the Linda incident. The criminals refer to themselves as the Kappa family and demand a hefty sum of money, rumored to be in the millions of Mira, to secure the passenger's safety. Who is the Kappa family? These so-called Sky Bandits are a group of marauders operating from Imperial airspace all the way to the Bose region. Their exact numbers are unknown, but they are believed to be around 24 strong. The need for cooperative efforts. With Yizun quickly turning from search and rescue to hostage negotiation, collaboration between the Royal Army and the British Guild seems to be the best possible course of action. When questioned on the subject, a Guild representative stated that the relationship between the two parties has seen worse times, but is still less than civil. Given this idealistic divide, a partnership seems extremely unlikely. Bose's mayor, Miss Maybell, has launched an independent investigation through the Guild, but still demands that the Royal Army won't share their information. This is no time for jurisdictional disputes, she says. Both parties need to work together. Having inherited the mayorship from her late father at only 21, Miss Maybell is known as a very wise young lady. Whether or not either party will heed her advice, however, remains to be seen. Technology. Enter the Ersay. At long last, this high-speed cruiser takes to the sky. With rigging a whopping 42 arg in length, the pride and joy of the Zeiss Central Factory has finally been completed and transferred into the stewardship of the Royal Guard. Watch out, do-batters. Although not airborne just yet, the Ersay is scheduled for an operational test flight within the next few days to the excitement of all involved. Due to delays in its orbital engine development, however, only a basic performance evaluation will be conducted at this time. Culture. The 100 Days War Book Review. 10 years have passed since the war, and I'm sure we all remember the endless reports of casualties and destruction, making an objective assessment of events a ludicrous proposition. That's exactly what this book sets out to do, however, by compiling accounts from virtually every possible source to paint a crystal clear picture of what happened behind the scenes and how the war came to be. History demanded a book like this to be written, and on this 90th anniversary, I think everyone should give it a look. Travel. Find a perfect getaway. The Maple Leaf Inn, nestled in the corner of Queen Elma Village in southern Zeiss, within walking distance of the Republic's borders, is the most luxurious hot spring resort this reviewer has ever seen. Its tranquil eastern aesthetic, abundant natural springs, and outstanding eastern cuisine are nothing short of dazzling. The true reason to visit is, indeed, the soak itself. For you see, the Maple Leaf Inn is renowned for its open-air baths, an understandably embarrassing prospect to some, but those who succumb will be glad they did. Taking in the warm waters while gazing up at the starry sky is truly a breathtaking experience. And best of all, towels are optional. I think we'll get there eventually, right? Yeah. We do Rouen next, where the Orphanage and the Royal Academy are located. Then Zeiss, and then Gransil. Okay. And let's also read Cornelia. Human fodder. Sister Cornelia spoke to me in a tender tone as she sent a wave of immense pain rushing through the whole of my right hand. I won't have any trouble with you, now will I, Toby? She asked. Far from eyes just brimming with tears, I nodded my head in consent as the salty streams of water ran down my face. Satisfied with my answer, she loosened her grip, and I felt the pain vanish as if it had all been some sort of illusion. With a wry smile, she further added, Don't get me wrong, Toby. I've been sent here to protect you by the goddess herself. That's what she said while instructing me to keep my eyes focused on what lay beyond the window glass. Yet, there was something about the way she pronounced the last syllable of my name that really rubbed me the wrong way. Little by little, a ton of passengers slowly began to flow out of the train car. Brought on by Sister Cornelia, I edged forward while keeping my gaze on the platform through the passenger car window. Down the stairs which led to the front ticket gate were the figures of those men from earlier this morning, 3 thug-like passengers who had been loitering near the large horse-head emblem of Tal at the Imperial Station. A muffled laugh echoed from her throat as she too noticed them. Well, isn't this a warm reception party you've got going on? Back in my head, I quietly pleaded, leaving back my orbment. Sister Cornelia said nothing. Members of the crew bid us farewell, and we stepped through the exit to disembark the train onto the lead-covered platform below. Angrily, I thought to myself, damn it, what's wrong with these fools? Can't they see what's going on? I shut my eyes halfway to protect them from the drizzle whipping against my face, and I unhurriedly descended a wet set of stairs, a half pace at a time. Sister Cornelia moved along behind me at precisely the same length of stride. Below, the group of thugs waited expectantly at the bottom of the stairs. Waited for me, no doubt. Contemplating the rate at which I was going, I ultimately believed it was only a matter of time before I would be handed over to the enigmatic group. I caught sight of their sword faces as the distance between us grew smaller, and felt the heat of my left hand tightly gripping my bag grow in intensity until my palm began to sweat profusely. Hitting the midway point of the stairs, Sister Cornelia suddenly whispered in my ear, "Keep your eyes on the ground, Toby." I did as I was told and cast my gaze down upon the tips of my boots, stained to their darker shade by the rainwater. Then, right at the moment I let out my breath, I felt a deep sense of pressure just below my shoulder blades as I was forcefully shoved forward. Droplets flew from my saturated fingers and my world turned upside down as I tumbled down the stairs and slammed back first into the group of hoodlums. With a muffled crunch, I felt the painful sensation of my ribs crumple under the weight of my body, then return to normal form to its severely compressed state. Though the seemingly military men who were hit as I toppled down the stairs, like an avalanche unleashed on a pair of young saplings, absorbed the transfer of force and were thrown into a large puddle collecting on the ground nearby. Shrieks erupted from several passengers nearby, more shrill than the high-pitched sound of the railway brakes from the decelerating locomotive. As my world spun wilder about me, I lay there, the chill of the tiles seeping into my back. With a concerted effort, I rolled my eyes to the left where my arm remained in an outstretched state. By some act of the goddess, I had managed to keep my tight five-finger grip on the bag I had been carrying. In an effort to get up, I slid into a prostrate position, keeping my chin in contact with the ground. Making a low visual sweep of the vicinity as if my life depended on it, I noticed the military-like physiques of the men had vanished from view. The only figure I saw standing above me now on the platform was that of Sister Cornelia, and on her shoulder, as if she were merely hefting a sack of grain, was one of the men. Turning in the direction of where the train sat in its motionless state, she lobbed the unfortunate man down onto an empty set of rail tracks below. By this time, I had risen to one knee while keeping the other planted firmly on the ground in a half-standing position. The world in front of me was still swaying, undulating in a wavering eyesight. My head slowly rocked back and forth with it as the double vision of Sister Cornelia's boots approached me. Then, with a strong grip, she tugged on my hand. For some strange reason or another, when she did this, I failed to notice the unpleasant feeling that her hand wrapped tightly around mine, Brett. "Let's go, Toby," she instructed in an authoritative voice. Nearly dragging me, she pulled me to my feet, and before long, we were hightailing it out of there. The onlookers made quite a commotion as they moved hastily out of the way, in a determined attempt to not be caught up in the middle of our flight path. The back of my left hand swung helplessly, knocking against my thigh. After clearing the thicket gate, Sister Cornelia finally let go of my hand, but a sickening silvery sensation came with it. Looking over at her, I realized that the stomach churning, slimy feeling on my hand had come from the bright red blood which stained both of hers. I peered over my shoulder in the direction of the platform as I continued to run. The figures of just three men who had been waiting for me at the station were nowhere to be found. And with that, we're gonna make a save. And next time, we'll head to the Lakeshore and continue the main story quest from there. So, thank you for watching. You can find me at twitch.tv/gameswithnick, youtube.com/gameswithnick. Free to check out my YouTube channel. There's a bunch of exclusive stuff going live on there. It's mostly retro gaming stuff, so check it out. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this stuff. Watching this video on YouTube, make sure to come and check me out on Twitch as well. I am probably streaming something at a time, so I'm not sure what it is because these were live earlier, like by a month than when they're gonna go live on YouTube. But come and check me out. I try to stream regularly, at least 2-3 times a week. And if you're watching on Twitch, I will be back in 20 minutes or so. Oh, actually, will I be back? Ah, bummer. Well, I'll be back, and I'll stream a little bit of Resident Evil 2 Remake, but it might be a shorter stream than the ones we usually do. So, stick around, and I will be right there. In the meantime, I hope to see you next time.